What is up, everybody? Meriden Gaming here, and it's time for our Monday spotlight on other games that I kind of like, and maybe give you an idea of some other stuff to check out. Today's Monday spotlight is going to be on Snowrunner, which is one of the mudrunner spin tires series of games. This is the newest one that came out a few months ago, or a couple months ago, and if you like playing off-road games, like off-road driving and whatnot, but you're not really that into racing, then this is the game for you. This is about delivering logs and whatnot, and exploring the terrain and finding, different areas to, have really awesome environments. So this is definitely one of the best ones so far. There's really big open world maps and a bunch of different vehicles. So let's get back into this. Yeah, if you're a fan of the other ones, the previous games were, I believe, in Russia, effectively, in the tundra and whatnot. And this one, it's got a few different places. Um, you are in Alaska, I think somewhere in Minnesota, and then one's in Russia, and there's another couple of expansions that are going to come out that will be in different areas as well. So, first off, oh, wrong button. Let me check out the map and go to the garage and kind of give you an idea of the vehicles we have available to us. Alright, so this is one of the DLCs. So I think I can't remember if it's the game of the year or not or whatever, but basically this is a Jeep. This thing is awesome. It gets around and gets over everything. It can even, like, if you get a bigger truck turned over, this thing can pull it back on its wheels. The one downside of it, not a very big fuel tank. Then you got, some of the trusted, old vehicles you see on the road all the time. Those, the Chevy Kodiak, the 1500 CK Silverado. I mean, this is an awesome one too. The old International Scout, love this vehicle. Well, in real life at least. GMC. And then if we go to the truck store, you can see some of the other ones we've got. We got, let me get rid of that. Got the big old Ford, the classic Optimus Prime, And then you got quite a few just different options for vehicles to play with. From GM to Freightliner. International Caterpillar. Look at that thing. That thing is going to be a lot of fun to play with once I get far enough. Yeah, some of the. And then there should be some. Oh, that's new. A Hummer H2. Cool. Caterpillar, some military vehicles, and then eventually we'll get into some of the Russian vehicles. I really want to try this thing with the. I thought that was tracks. Maybe that's just a tire. I was hoping there was going to be one with tracks on it. That would be really awesome. But yeah, I mean, just look at all these different vehicles. And of course, there's going to be mods that come out too. But yeah. So, yeah, you've got a lot of different options to play with. So let's go ahead and pick out one of my trucks. Let's take out the Chevrolet. And deploy. And of course, you can go in, and once you've selected a truck, and you can go in and customize them too. So this is something that wasn't really in the previous games. You didn't really get to customize your trucks. You could, change, you could put a spare tire and stuff like that on it. But this, you can upgrade, your engine, gearbox, suspension to raise it or lower it. You got all these different types of tires and different tire sizes. So if you're really into that off-road culture, with the whole, big bumpers and winches and big tires and lift kits and all that kind of stuff, this is a really good game. And then of course you got winches, and one of the really good ones is I believe it's the autonomous Scout winch. This thing, even if you turn yourself over, it will still work, which was not something you could do in previous games. Once you turned over, you either had to, recover to the garage or bring another truck to turn it back over. But this one will allow you to attach and still turn yourself over, which is great for Scout vehicles. Of course, your locking differential, of course, that's very handy for getting into to some of those, deeper, muddier spots. You've got, your snorkel, so you can go basically cab deep in the water. I mean, it's really fun. And of course, frame add-ons. I mean, that you can add. Yeah, look, I've got a roof rack now. So they really did a lot of thinking, and I can see why it took them so long to get this out, because the graphics are also really good as well. And then visuals, you got, different types of bumpers, rooftop you can put, and this is where I get like the, you get the extra lighting, and then, bigger bumpers on the front. I mean, there's all kinds of different things you can get. And yeah, with some of these, and the ones if they have lights on them, that's actually added lights as well. Like, that's not just a cosmetic, it actually helps with lighting. And then you got some little extra things, and then you can choose from a couple different rims. The bigger trucks have more rims. And then of course you also have the ability to do different colors. If you have the DLCs, of course you can do some of the custom ones too. And then the interior, which this is actually fairly new. I don't think this was in it the last time I played. Ha, you can get a dachshund, isn't that cute? And then you got stickers on the front. Yeah, I want to say they just added that, because that was not in the last time I played. But anyway, yeah, it's really fun. You got a lot of customizations. So yeah, let's go to the map and I can kind of show you. I mean, this is just one map, and there's multiple other portions of this map. You see the little gateway? So I believe there's 4 portions to the Black River area map. So, I mean, you can see this thing is pretty big. And then you have all these little different things that you at your fuel stations, your lumber mills. But then you also have, if I come over here, you've got contracts. Now, this is what you do to get your money and unlock some extra stuff too. And you basically have levels in this to where you unlock the added bonuses like the upgraded engines and suspension and some of the cosmetics. But then you can also find some of them on, like right here, an upgrade. Like this is a free upgrade. If I go find it, then it's automatically unlocked. So we might actually go for that to kind of show the game off. But then you have, some basic just quests for the specific companies that are in the game. And it's as you play, if you beat one, then you unlock the next one, is how that runs. Which, like, I already did most of those. And then you've got what are called tasks. So these are kind of like side quests, basically. But yeah. And then, of course, you can go in and explore stuff. And the other things you have are like this. You have the wooden bridge. You see how it's got the little top hat on, or hard hat on it? That means that needs repaired. So if you go explore over there, you can figure out what they need, and then you bring your big truck over to actually upgrade that or unlock that. Because the first mission, you start right around here. You have to rebuild this bridge. So yeah. All right. So let's go ahead and we can start setting our points. If I can remember what button it is. Add waypoint is right click. There we go. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I played. Because I've been playing one of the original ones because I wanted to get, all the stuff unlocked on the original. And then we can stop at the fuel station. And then we can come, let's see. I think I fixed all the, yeah, it looks like I could see this bridge was out. I've already fixed that. So it just allows you, easier access to all these other things. So yeah, let's keep on trucking. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing those, let's remove those. Let's go down this dirt path then instead. Then we can come up this way and kind of show off, when you get into the boggier areas, of course you have to do a little bit more. You have to be careful and not get caught out and stuck somewhere. And yeah, let's go for that upgrade. Alright, so, of course, lights, horn, if I can find the horn again. I don't even know. Anyway. Alright, so you got your handbrake, all-wheel drive on and off. And then I don't have locking differential on this truck, but if you do have a button to engage that. And of course you have auto and manual depending on what well, it's auto, and then you have like low gears, and depending on what type of transmission, you have plus and minus low. So basically, low gear is basically like gear 2, and then minus is first gear or something like that. It's really interesting with all the different added upgrades you can do. And of course, you also have the ability to change cameras. If I can find my camera button. All right, that's the problem. There's the horn. That's not div lock. Okay. Maybe it's view. Nope. Oh, yep, that's the horn again. I can never remember the camera. Hold on, let's go take a look at that. Just because between playing this and playing the old game, they changed some of the controls. Let's see, quick winch, function, toggle camera 1, okay. Interesting choice. But like, you can even be inside the truck. So that's really cool. And then if you click your left mouse button, then you can look around, but as soon as you unclick, then you can move your mouse. So anyway, let's go ahead and get at this. Now I do have the upgraded engine in this, so I can get around a little bit better, but you see, look, I'm this deep mud, I get stuck. So then I have to turn on the all-wheel drive and power myself out. Of course, in this game you do have to deal with damage to your vehicles, and you can actually damage it to the point where you can't drive it anymore, and then you have to come rescue it with something else. So that's another thing you have to watch out for. You don't want to be hitting big things or rolling over. And this is, I mean, it's a fairly interactive environment as well. Like the rocks, if you hit a rock, it'll slow you down, or it'll tip you over if you go on to try to get onto too big of a rock. You can use your winch to hook to trees or fallen logs. If you saw that little flash of the green, that is when you engage and disengage your all-wheel drive. It shows you which wheels have power. So yeah, let's keep on trucking. Literally. But yeah, I mean, look how much light with those extra fog lights. In fact, here we can even turn around and you can see, like, those actually all work. And if I had the other bumper with the extra lights on that, it would provide even more light. Especially if you're in the dark and in the woods, that's very handy. But you can also change the time. I believe it's in the map. You can wait from inside the map. So if we really wanted to, we could, yeah, skip time. So if we skip time, of course that is in our way, so I can't see. I think it says morning now. Yeah, it's morning now. So now, yeah, we'll turn off our lights because we don't need them. So if you don't like playing after dark, you can of course skip time to get past that. But there are some missions that require you to, you know, play in and finish the mission actually in the dark. So, of course, fuel doesn't cost you anything. You just pull up, hit C for the fuel station, and fill up my fuel. All right. And of course, we have all kinds of different trailers and attachments for most vehicles. You've got, you know, your cranes and your log trailers, your fuel trailers, your repair point trailers. And then you have different types of materials that you have to haul. It's not just logs like the previous games. You've got stuff like bricks and lumber, of course, steel beams. I can't remember what else. There's a few other things too. Oh. I think that was, oh yeah, this is going down the normal road. Let's go. Yeah, this is where we're going down the dirt road. But yeah, and of course you can go through the woods if you want to, if you're brave enough. The problem with especially the conifer trees that you have here, your your truck can get stuck on them, and it kind of lifts the front off the ground, and you can almost turn yourself over if you're going too fast. So some of the physics for those trees can be a little off. Oh, yep, now I'm stuck again. Oh, I'm very stuck. Okay, so now we got to use our winch. If you hit F, it just automatically goes to the closest one. But if you look, I pulled it. It was too small of a tree, so it pulled it out of the ground. So it's very interactive. So yeah, you got to kind of pick where you're going to go because, you know, I decided to go down this dirt path instead of staying on the paved road, and I get stuck. Okay, if you hit B, you have the ability to select, and there is nothing close by, is there? Okay, yeah, that's not going to do us any good. Release winch. Oh, I thought I had all-wheel drive on. Apparently I did not. That would help a lot. And look, there we go. And we just keep on trucking. And keep on moving. And some spots, especially in the boggier areas, you may not even want to be on the road because look, big ruts in the road. As soon as I get off of it, no problems. Okay, we're going this way now. But yeah, I mean, just look at this scenery here. I mean, it's really great graphics overall. Definitely better than the previous games. And of course, you do have to watch your fuel management, like in the previous games. And you can switch it from liters to gallons if you do play in the US and want to use the gallons. And I think you can switch the miles per hour to whatever we call it, kilometers, or back and forth, whichever you need. To me, I'm so used to playing the previous games that I just kept it with liters. But if you do prefer the gallons, that is an option. Oh, you got to be careful because you have to get used to the different types of trucks there are, because you will have some that are more front heavy, like this truck. So you can actually go over an edge and get yourself kind of wedged into a spot to where you can't get out of it. Oh, I went off the edge. Like that. Well, I can stay up on the road. Okay, so parking brake to keep myself from moving. And then I'm going to use this winch to, well, got a hold attached there. So now we're going to let off the parking brake and pull ourselves back up onto the road. Release the winch, and then turn ourselves back onto the road. There we go, we made it. So yeah, you got to be very strategic in this. We're going to be taking this big old curve around here. Oh, now we're in the mud. Yeah, see, it'd be better if I had some better tires, but I haven't unlocked those yet for this vehicle. But isn't this just cool? I mean, just look around. Mountains and trees, and I mean, you can see how the light shines off the mud and the light coming through the trees. So if you just want a relaxing game to just drive off-road with, this is a really good game. And right now, it's November 1st. I believe it's on sale for a couple days, so the standard edition without the season pass is like $20. And it does go on sale every once in a while. And I think you can only get this in Epic Games at the moment, the Epic Games launcher, because they partnered with them. I think we're about to have to go off-road. Yep, we are. Actually, there is a road down here, which was not on the map. Okay, let's see. Go this way. So we're going to try to get that unlocked real quick. And yeah, I'd say that was pretty good. So you got to be very careful. So this is where I would want to switch to, if I can remember what button it is. Nope. Nope, nope, that's the thing. Okay, well, anyway, there's a way to switch your transmission into low gear, which helps for going down hills not too fast. Because with this one, you can actually nosedive, and this truck, you can nosedive. And, okay, so we're going over that way. And there apparently is... Oh, there's a watchtower. So, if you noticed on the map, which you can see some of the gray areas, that is because I have not discovered the watchtower for that area. See, here's one here. So you go up to that, and it kind of reveals everything in the area for you. Should mention that first, because that's like one of the mainstays of the game, is you go discover the watchtowers and make your way there. And there you go, we found upgraded part. So we got a new engine for, let's see what trucks it goes to. Some of the bigger trucks. So now we've got a better engine for some of our larger trucks. Alright. Okay. And we can... Oh. Nope. Where's my recover? There's a way to recover back to the garage if I can remember how to do it. And then also, one of the other things I forgot to tell you about, we have the option to go to different like global maps, and you have to put your trucks in truck storage in the garage if you want to take your current trucks to those areas. Like I said, we've got Michigan, Alaska, Tamir, which I am not sure, oh, Siberia, so that's in Russia, and the Kola Peninsula, this is one of the newer ones that's also in Russia. Is that it for right now? Yeah, for right now that's it. But there will be more things coming down the pipeline in the future. Alright. And if I can just remember... Okay, anyway, we can switch to one of the other trucks to kind of show you some of the bigger ones. So I've got this Fleet Star over here. And as you can see, it's got a log trailer on it. So of course you can drive this around. Some have diff lock. This one only, of course, it also is very realistic to where you don't want to use diff lock unless you're in a low gear. Oh, it's V, that's where my functions are. So that's where you could recover it to the garage if you turn over and can't fix yourself or upright yourself. But yeah, so anyway, this is definitely one of my favorite games right now, because it's one of those casual games where you can jump in, drive around for a little while, you know, do a few quests, but it's one of those things where you can hop in, hop out. You don't have to remember, oh, did I defeat that boss, or, you know, what was I building, or whatever. It's pretty simple to, you know, just pick up and play and relax a little bit. So anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and this is Meriden Gaming, and I'll see you in the 4x4.